Two or three observations and then conclude with the important points which have come today on the issue of primary and secondary education. It has been the studies carried out by expert people that a child, when he grows up to the age of 40 maturities, to imbibe knowledge are fully developed. And during that time, if the knowledge is not imparted, or the skills to call out the knowledge is not imparted by the dedicated teachers, then all along his life, he is not able to perform in whatever field he perceives when he becomes an adult child. Therefore, the primary and secondary education in any society, whether in this society or in any other society, Western society or Eastern society, irrespective of that, stratification is very, very important. And if we talk of our own civilization, a good number of people belonging to depressed classes have been kept away from the ambit of education. If we study the history of freedom movement, if we understand that phrase, the godfathers of the early freedom fighters have been such people who have not been the advocates of, say, universal primary education for all group of people living in society. And if I name one person, Annie Besant is the one, lady who has been held as a coach and guide of early freedom fighter. And Baba Ambedkar in his writing and speeches has written, I think, some one long, event narrating the lecture which Annie Besant has given on the education and how she says that education is not a mass movement. Education has to be given only to the selective few. That way, Annie Besant also advocates what Plato has said, I think, maybe 2700 years back. And now, in this situation, in 2014, when we evaluate the position of education, again the dropout rate, again the untouchability, again new method of practicing untouchability through a midday meal scheme or through opening a school in a particular locality and then not admitting the children or teacher not going there to teach the students, and plethora of other problems are coming up in modern time. Therefore, we have to handle it in a competent manner, and that has been the prime purpose of holding this seminar, because we would be calling out a paper based on this, and which we would be placing before the competent authority in the government and other agencies who are handling this particular issue. Most of the issues which our friends have discussed pertaining to primary education have been addressed. It may be relating to curriculum, it may be relating to pedagogy. Pedagogy is the way of teaching. It contains everything from curriculum to teacher to institutions to availability of all that information and everything. The issue of trained teacher and non-availability of trained teacher has also come up during these discussions. Then mushrooming of private schools, and those private schools becoming a fiefdom of people. I have seen, and some of my friends who write on education, they also have written in their books that in a private school, the management person himself writes a book, and that book is inserted in the curriculum, and that is taught in that school. So what kind of uniformity of curriculum is there? Professor has said rightly that the curriculum of universities and secondary boards have not been reviewed for decades together. And another very important point which we have to keep in mind is that the education is concurrent list subject. Means central government can also make law and state government can also make law. Therefore, this issue is not only a central government issue, it is a state government issue, it is a municipal corporation issue, and it is an issue in which all, various hierarchies of governments are involved. Therefore, the task and challenge before us is much, much tougher. And wherever we are, we have to place this in a very, very, say, strong manner before the authority. Then, untouchability practices. Untouchability practices through midday meal scheme, through segregation, through caste-based, say, segregation. Every day we read in the newspaper that children from, say, depressed classes or scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, they are served meal in separate utensils. If a scheduled caste or scheduled tribe person is a cook, upper caste children and their parents, they insist that their children will not have food in cooked by such people. And every day the newspapers are full with those information. And this is a very, say, this is a very sensitive issue, and it attacks the psychology of a tender age child. And untouchability without speaking is being practiced and imbibed in that tender mind. And throughout his life, he would not be able to tide over this particular situation. Then, high dropout rate. Correctly said by all the speakers that 10th level dropout is almost 75 to 80%. NCDHR, National Dalit Human Rights Campaign, is an NGO which run campaign across the country. They also have brought out this data, and they confirm the information which today's speakers have said that this is a very, very dangerous trend. Further, from the inaugural session till now, the following up of those fields which are technical and skill development related fields is very, very important. I think all these suggestions are very, very good suggestions. I conclude my point by quoting a saying of Buddha. Buddha in Dhammapada says, 320 to 21, that king only rides the trained animal. He further says that a best breed horse becomes best when it is trained. He further says the mule, once it is trained, it becomes the best help to the man in carrying out all the discourse. Then further he says and concludes that a man, once he trains his mind well, he becomes best as a being who has born in this earth. So therefore, in concluding on this point and taking a cue from it, the purpose of this deliberation is to train our mind in such a manner that we become a value to the society, value to the people, value to our people, and make this particular nation a vibrant democracy. With this, I conclude this session and thank once again on behalf of Common Concern all the three eminent speakers who have participated in this deliberation today. Thank you.